you, Jimmy Fallon, heard my song on the radio. That was so hard for my brain to comprehend because that was so like mind blowing. I was like,
the woman was too stunned to speak.
What's up, guys? This is Sadé with MuchMusic, and today we're interviewing singer-songwriter Gayle, who's best known for her song ABCDFU, which is doing crazy numbers on TikTok and is #1 on the charts.
I'm really excited to be here and be talking to you.
So I wanted to ask you, with your breakthrough song, do you feel like you use the F word way more often now and flip the bird way more often than you did before the song?
It's an equal amount. Here's the problem is that I genuinely just curse a lot in my songs. I just curse a lot, like just when I'm talking, like I don't mean to. I think it just because it's so like integrated into my vocabulary, it just kind of like goes into my songs. And like a lot of songs of mine just have the word fuck. And there's been times where I've been like super stubborn. Like I've had to do a bunch of like censored versions of my songs just because apparently children exist and I shouldn't be the one to teach them curse words. At one point there was like, fuck it, I'm not going to curse in my songs anymore. I'm over it. I'm over doing the censored versions. Like it's it. I literally like wrote ABC after that like vow to myself. So
it's different. The title has FU. It's kind of censored in that way.
Yeah. And then also I flip people off a lot just like because I broke my middle finger and like she's a little scarred. She's been through some things and you can tell. And like I can't fit rings over this or anything. And so like I definitely just do this to like compare the two a lot.
Oh no, wait, how did you break your finger?
I wish I had this interesting story. I actually think it's kind of a funny story. So like I was supposed to have a guy over. My dog hates strangers, like will genuinely like try and eat them. And so I just figured it's not a great first impression of coming to my home. So I was gonna take the dog out and it was raining. She didn't want to go outside. She crawled under my mom's bed. So I rang the front doorbell. And my dog started like barking, running. And I remember she looks me dead in the eyes and just turns around and starts sprinting. So of course, like I'm having to start like running after her. And then we get to my mom's room and she's literally crawling under the bed and my dog has a harness. And so I went out to reach the harness and I tripped and fell over my shoes. And I went to catch myself. And I specifically remember this. I go like this and I go to fall and I go to catch myself. And I literally all my pressure of my body just went on my middle finger and it went like, and I also had to tell the guy who couldn't come over because I broke my finger. That's like the worst excuse ever. Like
you're like, sorry, I dislocated my middle finger.
Gonna have to reschedule.
With your song that went viral, what does it feel like to have a song go viral kind of overnight?
It's so crazy because like nobody could have like planned it. Like it literally it really felt like it happened out of nowhere because the song was out. Like it did its thing, like for me as the artist who had the song, like I was happy. And then like out of nowhere, I swear it just started like streaming more and more. And then all of a sudden, like I was on tour and I started seeing the numbers double. It was one of those things where it like went to 5,000, 10,000 to 20,000. And I was like, what is that? Like, what is that? Because you can't like make people like listen to your song. Like you can try. I remember I was trying to do like, hey, Shazam my song because maybe like I was trying maybe something, but I couldn't get people to do things. And I was just so excited to like see that people are doing things to my song. And the first thing I ever saw was people doing sign language to ABC. The fact that like my song could maybe possibly give people the incentive to want to learn sign language in some capacity was just like really cool for me to see, and for that to be able to like be attached to my song. Like I was just honored that somebody even thought to put sign language to it.
What was one of the most creative things you've seen done with your song?
I've seen like a lot of painters use the audio, not even like for ABC, like they just even like turn the volume down. I don't even care. I'm like, that's cool. And there's this one girl who like got her boyfriend, I think like an Xbox or something, but got him like t-shirts before. And I thought that was like cute. It made me want to die and cry and throw up or whatever because I'm single as fuck. But like, my favorite thing with TikTok is like when it's cute couples posting a relationship and it's like, I hope y'all break up so fast. I hope like
you're like, you guys are cute. You guys are cute.
But I'm gonna need you to stop or like instantly blocked.
Yeah.
I just threw my phone in the ocean or like crying, shitting, throwing up, like just that, where it's like the most like gross, disgusting things under this video because people are like, we can't stand your happiness, but you're cute, but I can't stand you.
Why do you think the song is so relatable that it became such a huge hit?
You know what's so funny is like I still can't even say the word hit in my song. If I were to say ABC's a hit, I would think I'm lying. Like I think I'm lying when I say that. It's not that I think you're lying when you say it.
Yeah.
But if I were to say it and it's my song, I'm like, that ain't true. That ain't true. Like I feel like I'm in a fever dream and I don't know if I'll ever feel real. You know, I don't know if I can ever like fully comprehend it. And maybe when it's like more music and more things than just like one song, maybe it'll be like easier to comprehend or something. Right. But it's just all like still so crazy and it's so exciting. You know, the biggest goal for me with this song before everything, even just putting it out in the first place, was to possibly give people an open space to be angry. I feel like when you're socially kind of holding yourself back and not like fully showing your anger or times, or just not having to be like palatable to people, it also like happens to yourself when you're like by yourself. You start like just suppressing things and not feeling things as much as you could. And so I just really wanted to like possibly give a space for people to be angry, because I know I ran away from my anger for so long because I thought it would make me less angry, but really just like made me more bitter and hold on to it, and then made it come out in more of an extreme way.
Obviously, you're gaining so many more experiences from this and opportunities. So throughout this journey, who's been the coolest person you've met so far?
Honestly, Jimmy Fallon. I'm not gonna lie, that was crazy. That was insane. That was shit that I've been dreaming of since I was a little kid now happening, you know? Like, even I got to make a TikTok with him, like, because that's when we first met. That was the first thing we did. And I was just flipping the fuck out. And I was like, my song, you know, my song. Or even when I was sitting in the chair, which first of all, I sat in the chair. Like, what? Like, excuse me? Like, that chair. And then he was like, well, I heard your song on the radio. And I was like, I'm sorry. You, Jimmy Fallon, heard my song on the radio. My song is on the radio. Huh. And Jimmy like, literally, that was so hard for my brain to comprehend because that was so like mind-blowing. I was like, I know my song's on the radio, but like I don't know my song's on the radio. I'm like, yeah, but only in my car.
That's honestly so cool. And I know you have like a huge influence from Aretha Franklin also, which I thought was so funny because she has the song RESPECT, she's spelling it out.
Yes.
And then you have ABCDEFU. What about her influences you so much?
I was 7 when I heard Aretha Franklin for the first time. And when I heard her music, it was about like a 15 to 30 minute compilation on YouTube. I specifically remember her voice. I remember hearing her voice and feeling something that I've literally never felt before. And I remember watching her sit on a piano and she was wearing her fur coat and she was just singing, and the way she did it was just such like poise, like just the way she sings and the way she like delivers to an audience and says the things she says is just so spectacular. And even just like her music as a whole, like especially at that age, was just mind-blowing to me. I literally like could not comprehend it. And I found her voice just so inspiring. I would not in any way like compare my music to Aretha Franklin, because I think it would be so disrespectful to her music, because she's so like just so in another universe, so spectacular. Like I'm literally like, I will always appreciate her from a very, very far distance as a music maker, and always appreciate her music and honor it, because it's literally genuinely what made me want to do music in the first place, was hearing her. It was so moving to me. I wanted to do that for the rest of my life. I was like, whatever that feeling is, what she just made me feel, I want to feel that for the rest of my life.
That's amazing. I know she's had that effect on so many people. So it's really dope to see like how in so many different genres she can still have an influence.
Because I literally would not be doing what I do without her. Like if I never saw that video, who knows?
Thank you so much, and all the best of luck. I know you have a song coming up this month, and wish you all the best with that.
Thank you.